today with Ayesha Muttucumaru. It's a great name. I work with Ayesha and she has created this amazing guide. It's called The Ultimate Guide to Foundations for Darker Skin Tones, which she has created off the back of her very successful column called Not Fair, which is all about ladies with different colour skin tones. And we're very excited because with each purchase of the guide, it is £4.95 the guide, but we are giving away 50 of these amazing little beauty tools, which are called beauty blenders, if you don't know them. They are actually worth £16 each. It's an amazing little blender that when you fill with water, it doubles to twice the size and blends your foundation and concealer perfectly. We only have 50 of these to give away, but one will be given away with each of the guides whilst they last. Terms and conditions apply, so if you read the box below you can find out more information. But we're here to also talk about Ayesha's amazing guide. Can you explain a bit more about why you've created the guide? I guess foundations now for darker skin tones have got much better than they used to be.
Much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was a teenager, so going back about 10-15 years ago, there wasn't as much of a variety in terms of shade range, whether it be budget or high-end. Whereas now, thankfully, times are changing and there seems to be a real shift in the beauty industry.
Did you feel that you couldn't find? Was it the shade or?
Yes, a shade that also took into account my specific undertones as well.
Right.
Because in the past it would sort of be one token deep or dark shade, whereas now you'll find I think for a good amount of the number of brands out there, they'll have a good selection in their deep section, which caters from sort of light brown shades to my colouring to really, really deep dark brown shades. So yeah, it's really exciting, and that was the real inspiration behind this guide, to be able to kind of share everything that I've learned about foundations, base control in general over the years, and be able to share that sort of enthusiasm with people who've maybe had the same experiences as me in the past.
So you've used some really great experts.
Yes.
Ruby Hammer.
Yeah. She's amazing, and she's got the most amazing skin as well.
Yeah,
she knows the secret. Also Caroline Barnes, who's amazing. She's worked with people like Naomi Campbell, Alec Work, and she just really has such a great wealth of knowledge.
Okay, so the guide is 36 pages long.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like a mini book. I don't believe there is anything out there quite like it, actually. And it goes through, well, you can sort of like take us through. So it starts with the basics, as in moisturiser?
Yes. One of the biggest things I've learned over the years is that it's all well and good finding a perfect match, but if you don't have the right foundations for your foundation, then it's not going to A, last for as long as you want it to, or B, give you the finish that you're looking for. So with the help of our lovely experts featured, I've included a great edit of basics, so to speak, ranging from moisturisers, facial oils and SPF as well. And the trick that I learned from everyone's sort of words of wisdom was that you need to find the right texture for your particular skin type. Most importantly, there's no one size fits all. It's all about finding your own personal formula.
Brilliant. And then there's the importance of primers and lots of recommendations.
Yes.
And then about sort of illumination. It's called Bright Ideas, this section over here, which is about sort of illuminating the skin.
Yes, definitely. There's a range of products out there that you can use to help combat ashiness, which I found with my deeper skin, one of the main problems with finding the right foundation. Like, I can find the right shade and the right colour, but it's those secret little tricks that in your artillery which can really help brighten and give a really lovely sort of multifaceted, multi-dimensional finish to your final look. So for example, we've got various illuminating products like this one, the NARS Illuminator in Laguna.
Is that a favourite of yours?
Yes, definitely, and it was also highlighted, pardon the pun, by Caroline Barnes as well. Just as, you know, a really great way to sort of add a really subtle luminosity to your skin. So yeah, there's a real variety, and also it's not necessarily something that everyone needs, but the idea of behind it was to provide an option for people. So they're all steps that you can pick and choose to best suit your skin type and your skin tone.
One important aspect I think for ladies with darker skin tones is understanding you've mentioned your undertone.
Yes.
And you've gone into depth about that, haven't you?
Definitely, yeah. I think that's really important because especially with darker skin tones, they might be more yellow based, they may be more red toned, and if you choose the incorrect colour, then it could end up your complexion looking more ashy, or it may look just a little bit more drained. It won't enhance your natural skin tone. So yeah, there's a section that I've written with Caroline Barnes on her top tips on better understanding your undertones, and the do's and don'ts, so to speak, of when you're out picking a foundation, what to do, how to best use the advice of the foundation advisor, what light is best, and just little nuggets of wisdom like that.
Yeah, because we've all bought foundations, or we've been told sometimes. I'm not dissing shop counter girls, but like sometimes you get told to buy a foundation, and then you get it home and you think, oh God, it just isn't my colour.
Yeah.
So I guess having that knowledge yourself is best, isn't it?
Definitely.
So that you can choose what's best for you.
Yes, definitely. It's sort of like, it's more like a collaborative thing when you go out shopping for a foundation, and it's also great to know that you can go and you can get a sample, you can try it on, you can go out in the daylight, see what it looks like, see how it wears, know that, yeah, this is actually the one for me.
And then you go through all the different types of coverages for foundation and sort of your favourites, and then the new sort of sphere of super foundations, which sort of target different problems, like they help camouflage any pigmentation, that sort of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's hopefully something for everyone. So I start off with thinking about sort of the best high-end foundations, which in my opinion are the ones that do offer, at this moment in time, the biggest variety. And within that section, and within all the foundation sections, I've separated it into coverage, whether that be matte, semi-matte, glowy. So, I mean, some of the formulas are really amazing. For example, this Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation is amazing.
I remember you saying
it's
awesome.
It's really something special. It's give it a shake.
I remember you saying you only need a tiny drop.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
It's the pigment which really sets it apart. So, yeah, you literally just put one drop and you just spread it out, and literally just with that one drop, it's basically covered the entire of the back of my hand. Gives a really matte finish, so it's ideal for those who have perhaps oilier skin types, but there's a real mixture of formulations and innovations in there as well, so hopefully
not quite like that. Yeah, but I can see, you can probably actually see exactly on mine how that works. That is amazing.
But if you don't like a matte finish, for example, there are other ones in there as well. So on the higher end of the spectrum, there's Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, which is
I love their foundations. Yeah, I think they're amazing. Yeah,
it's so good. It's it just makes you look more wide awake. But then on the budget end of the spectrum as well, there's loads of cover-ups which are hot on their heels. Max Factor, Miracle Match, it's brilliant. It just gives you matte and radiance in one, which is great. Yeah, Revlon, they have a mixture of foundations for different skin types, but the one I've included is for combination and oily skin.
Okay.
Number 7, I really like this foundation because it's really
Is it really fine?
Yeah, it's the number 7 Stay Perfect Super Light Foundation. And you have, as you said, the super foundations for those who want greater coverage. For example, if they have rosacea, or pigmentation, or LIGO, scarring, yeah. And they're surprisingly lightweight as well, like Vichy Dermablend. It's lovely, it gives a lovely radiance to the skin, not much is needed, and it nicely covers over, I would say, light to moderate cases of pigmentation, and it's great for just an all-over base. Yeah. Yeah, it's really
I know a lot of dermatologists who recommend the Vichy foundations actually.
It's great.
Everyone with skin problems, or like you say, rosacea or acne, or
Yeah, but I've put them in order of sort of level of coverage.
Okay.
So hopefully there'll be something for everyone.
Brilliant. So thanks, Ayesha. It's an amazing guide. It is $4.95, as I said, and as I said before, we are also giving away with each guide a beauty blender. We love this tool, don't we?
It's amazing. It does so much, and I know so many beauty insiders, makeup artists who absolutely
rave about it
and have it in their kit bag at all times.
Yeah. Yes, and because of its shape, you can get in right under the eyes, get in all around the nose. Yeah, it's very clever, very simple but very clever little tool. And that's worth, in itself, £16. So that is a bargain.
Yeah, definitely.
So thanks, Ayesha.
No problem.
Yeah, and go download the guide.